So I just saw the Batman movie yesterday and have to say it was pretty good. There wasn't that many issues with it, but the ones that were there were kind of just a pain in the ass. But overall, it was a pretty great movie. If you're thinking about seeing it but you're not sure, then you should. It's pretty entertaining. Like, there's not many movies that can keep me consistently entertained for 3 hours, but this one somehow did. You know, one of my major problems with it were the woke politics. Like, Catwoman was bitching about white privilege, and it's like, okay, I'm here to watch a movie, not to get lectured. You know, and it's funny, because all these people who bitch about white privilege are, like, either rich minorities or white themselves. So, you know. But mostly the movie was good. There were some weird things that just kind of, threw it off for me. Like the Batman gliding scene, it could have been so much cooler. People think, oh, well, this costume, it's more realistic for Batman, but, the part where he's gliding and he looks like a freaking squirrel flying in the air, it's not really that cool, because Batman, he, glides around, it's supposed to be cool. But here, they didn't really do that. They just kind of had him do some weird flying squirrel sort of thing. But overall, it was pretty good. I mean, the movie is pretty decent. I mean, it was a really entertaining movie. It was really fun. It was really engaging. The Riddler, he's like, when I saw the trailer, I thought he was gonna be Hush, but he wasn't Hush. I was like, oh, that's odd. But they actually somehow made the Riddler, the freaking Riddler, the guy who runs around in bedazzled question mark leotard costumes, actually intimidating. Like, there's a scene where, he's about to murder some guy, and you just see his crazed look in his, little glasses or whatever, and it's shot so well. The cinematography is very good, but a problem I have with it is sometimes it just kind of lingers on the camera for too long, just to show you how good at cinematography the dude is. And it's just like, okay, we're trying to make a movie here. Maybe you shouldn't be bragging to the movie theater audience. I mean, that part was a bit annoying, but it wasn't too bad. There are some really fun action sequences that are, really engaging, that just kept my eyes glued to the screen. They were, 20 feet away from me, But, the whole movie was pretty good. There are some issues with it, like the white privilege line kind of took me out of it. And, overall, it wasn't, the best movie I've ever seen, but it's a really good one. I'd put it, slightly below the Dark Knight trilogy. But, I mean, if this movie, fixed those issues, then it would be, on par with the Dark Knight trilogy. So, if you haven't seen it and you're thinking about seeing it, then you should. It has some really cool moments, but the emo makeup thing was kind of stupid. In the other movies, he still had the dumb emo makeup thing, but he'd, once he took the mask off, it would disappear, so it wasn't as cringy. But, if they had, those, glowing white eyes in one of these movies, that'd be cool. If they make a sequel to this, which I hope they do, I hope that they make, the glowing eyes thing. Because seeing that on screen would be freaking cool. Usually when I think of Batman, I think of the glowing eyes, not, the non-glowing eye things. Because, the more... Sure, it's not that realistic, but, there's actually ways to do that sort of stuff, I'm sure. Batman, if he wanted to, he could do that. But that aside, the movie was really fun, had some great moments. The action sequences were fun. But, like, the whole thing where Batman's driving around and, like, chasing the Penguin, it's like, you already have his cash, you can just go find him and beat the crap out of him and interrogate him later. I mean, you're Batman, everyone's scared shit of you, it wouldn't really be that much of an issue. I mean, I'm pretty sure even the Penguin is scared shitless of Batman. You know, the movie had, like, one joke, and that was, like, okay. It was an okay joke, but it was literally, like, one joke. And if you want to count the white privilege thing, then fine, but that wasn't funny, and I don't even see the attempt in comedy. It just kind of felt like it was pandering. Despite a couple of minor flaws, the movie is pretty good, so you should see it if you want to see something that's like a detective sort of Batman, because this did a really good job of doing that and, you know, actually making the movie engaging. So, if you are thinking about seeing it, but you're not sure, then you should see it, because it's very good, kept me consistently entertained for like 3 hours, so you should see it.